guys, what's up? Rajat from VFX World. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. And today we have our very own special guest, Tarin Camarena. So Tarin, first of all, welcome to VFX World for the very first time. How are you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, thanks so much for having me on the show.
And thank you so very much for coming and joining. You have like so much video schedule, and I know on there it's morning, right?
Yeah, it's pretty
So
early.
Tarin
Oh, it's
from
9. Yeah.
yeah, so Tarin from Los Angeles, and let's tell us about yourself to our viewers.
So yeah, a little bit about myself. I'm the co-owner of Camarena Productions, which is a family-owned full-service media production company with the full-time team members being myself, my brothers Julian and Adrian, and our cousin Anthony. And I started Camarena Productions with my brothers about 8 years ago. And since then, we've worked on all sorts of projects, doing everything from creating concept art, cinematography, visual effects, and audio production. And also my brother Julian, he's a popular singer with millions of fans worldwide. So I've gotten the
Wow.
opportunity to work on his music videos as well as promotional content for the brands that he partners with. And some of the brands that he partners with include Warner Brothers, Nickelodeon, Ford, and Apple. And although our main focus is my brother's music videos and promotional content, over the years, I've also had the opportunity to work on many projects for clients ranging from shooting events, documentaries, working on music videos, product visualizations, motion graphics, commercials, and films.
Wow, it's amazing. Really, like I'm just
Thank you.
crazy. Okay, so Tarin, thank you so very much for your introduction, and I hope guys, those who guys are watching us right now, this is like Tarin is like as I told him, like he's a cinematographer, visual effects artist as well. So you guys will learn so many things from this interview. So don't skip this video, watch it completely. We have so many interesting content topics in this video. We'll cover this. Okay, so shall we start this?
Yep.
So the very
Yeah,
first
thanks.
question for him, like, how would you go about setting the scene for the opening of a love story?
Well, my brother Julian, he's actually the one that writes the songs to his music videos. But since I'm often responsible for creating the visuals, it does give me the opportunity to add a bit of my own interpretation and perspective of love through cinematography and visual effects.
Okay.
And I really do enjoy working on love stories because I think they're just a great opportunity to create contrast and interesting visuals. You know, love at times can be a bit of a roller coaster where
Yeah.
sometimes you can feel just on top of the world dancing in a ballroom one moment, and then the next moment it can feel just like everything's just falling apart.
Yep.
So love stories, they are always fun to work on, and just about everyone can relate to them also. So a lot of my brother's fans, they really do enjoy them.
Yeah, definitely. Even in India, you don't know. I don't know. You know that many of this, like many of the producer directors, want to make a love story scenes, because as you
Oh
told,
yeah.
it's out of the world.
Yes, they're amazing.
Okay, so thank you very much. So the third question is pretty amazing question. Really love that question. That is, can you describe a time when someone disagree with you artistic vision? Like you are talking about some scene, like you have to do this type of scene, and someone is like, no, I don't want this. You have to do this kind of scene. So what is the debate between both of you?
Well, everyone, they do think differently and they have their own ideas of how something should be. So there will always be disagreements on different things. But I'm usually a very flexible person and I'll work around with what my brothers or the client wants. But if it is something that I do feel very strongly about, then I will do my best to educate them that, hey, this is the right direction and best solution for the project.
Yeah, because as you are no better than them, obviously. So you have to. Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah. It's often it's my job to help them,
Yep.
guide them in
Yep.
the right direction.
That's why you already hired for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, I understand. Okay, thank you. It's loving to talk to you. So seriously, I'm just loving to talk to you. You're so much jolly
Uh,
kind of guy. Okay,
Thank you.
so the next question is, what is the most advanced skill you have acquired as a cinematographer? The most advanced skill.
I think the most advanced skill would have to be in artistic lighting. I've just been surrounded by art my whole life. My father, he's a professional fine artist who creates stunning paintings and illustrations by painting light. And I learned many techniques from him, as well as by studying the work from masters of light such as Frank Frazetta, Rembrandt, and Howard Pyle. And for the shots that I work on, the cinematography and visual effects shots, I'll often use light to shape the scene and give importance to certain objects. I'll use warm and cool lights to help give depth to a scene and make things feel more three-dimensional. And also use light to work with the edges, breaking them up using atmospherics such as fog and smoke, light patterns, and using black flags to help block light.
Okay, thank you so very much. It's amazing. So the next question is all about like, what is the most rewarding production you have worked on so far?
So for myself, the most rewarding projects are always my brother's music videos. That's where I'm able to be more experimental and take the bigger risks. We're constantly pushing the envelope for what a small team can create by implementing large-scale visual effects simulations, full CG environments, advanced compositing, as well as digital humans for stunts and character effects.
So guys, in this video description, you can find his brother's work. This is just amazing. I saw that. Amazing. So you can follow him as well. And his ID, his Instagram ID, Facebook ID, all links are in description box below. Just go and follow him, and you can talk to him as well. He's a very jolly guy. So the next question is, how do you cope with being away from home for extended periods? Like how?
Usually I would travel quite a bit, although lately the majority of my work has been in front of the computer.
Okay.
But before the pandemic, I was constantly traveling back and forth from Los Angeles, Phoenix, Nashville, sometimes being in a location for several months at a time. And yeah, I do miss my family and my best friend, who's a fuzzy German Shepherd dog. But I do really enjoy traveling, and hopefully as things start to open up a bit more, I'll get a lot more opportunities to do so.
Definitely, because so many guys are asking me always that when it will start like back to normal, and my answer is like, I also don't know. I am also waiting for that, like when it will back normal. So everyone is waiting.
I think it'll be pretty soon. Yeah, things are getting better.
As I know that in this industry will never stop. This is the entertainment industry. It will never stop.
Yeah.
So it should be start, because most of the revenue is coming from this industry.
Yeah, I think there's going to be plenty of work for everybody. You know, everybody loves to flood their eyeballs with visual entertainment. You know, that's not going to stop.
We're all waiting for that day everything will be normal and we will go office without mask, right?
Yeah. Eventually that'll happen. We'll see.
I don't know when it will happen, but very soon maybe it will happen. Okay,
Yeah.
so the next question is like, what do you think is the best method to review visuals for corrections?
Well, I review everything with my team. I think teamwork is just very, very important.
Yeah.
I like to get as much feedback from people that I trust so I can constantly be creating higher quality content.
Okay. So guys, this is also very good important thing which he said, that group study or group work, everything when you're doing it group, I think you will also suggest me like group study may you increase your knowledge power as well. It should be good thing to do always a group, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the next question is like, what do you do to remain up to date with industry technologies and softwares? Like everyone do it, so how you do?
Well, I'm constantly watching tutorials, reading articles, learning new software and techniques every day. I love to learn, and I also love to help others who are passionate about learning cinematography and visual effects. And by actually helping them to learn, it helps myself to learn more.
Okay, nice. So guys, you have to up to date with industry.
It's always changing, and there's always more to learn, and the tools are just making things easier and better to do. So it's good to stay up to date, because you never know what you could be missing out on.
Exactly. Nice point. So next question is about like, what was the most challenging visual effects project you have done recently?
Well, as technology, software, and my technical skills have improved over the years, I've been able to create more complex and higher quality visual effects for our projects. But I would say that right now, one of the most challenging things to create are digital humans and character effects. And that's because we're just so used to seeing people all the time that to create them digitally can be a lot less forgiving.
Exactly. So Tarin, some questions when I got from Instagram and I posted that you will coming on our next video. So some guys asking me to ask you some questions. Like so many guys are like thought about some shortcuts. Like if I want to create a human model inside of Max or Maya, any three-dimensional software, the guys are looking for some shortcuts, right? So in cinematography also, is there any shortcuts or shortcut is good for that? Is it okay with this?
Well, depending on the shot, you know, you have time constraints and you need to get things done within a certain time schedule. So I'll try to come up with a way that makes sense where I can still deliver high quality within the time schedule. And a lot of times you do have to simplify things, but I do think that it's important to know the professional industry standard way of how things are created. And then from learning that first, then you can decide how to simplify things to make the deadline.
Okay, nice. Okay, so the next one is a very simple question. Like when you started, like when I started, I was a normal visual effects artist. Right now, I'm advanced like a senior rotoscoping artist, and I do compositing stuff as well. So when you started and right now, the difference between both your versions, like older version of you and new version of you. So what is the difference when you look behind your past years? Like what was the difference?
Things have excelled so much with technology and everything. So, you know, like shots maybe 5-10 years ago, they can look pretty out of date now. But everything's just become easier. My skills have improved so much. I'm constantly learning every day. So the work that we create is just constantly getting better and better. And I'm always trying to do my best work for the time period now, you know, and And as the technology is improving, I'll be able to do more and more complex visual effects shots.
So it means like in future, it will obviously it will increase more visual effect shots. The software will be developed more. So what's your opinion to the new freshers or new industry guys, those who don't know about this industry pretty well and they want to join this industry? So what's your message from freshers and also the rest of the peoples?
I mean, a lot of it depends on your goal. I mean, making connections is very important, and you basically need to really know what your end goal is and do your research on how to get there. A lot of times, it not only the show reel, but it's making the connections. You know, I think making the connections is very important through a VFX school or just getting to know people. Sometimes, well, normally there's like events like SIGGRAPH and things like that where you can actually get to meet people, and by meeting people you make a strong connection, and they get to know the kind of person that you really are.
So guys, we are almost done this session and we make this interview to short and crispy because we don't want to become a boring kind of interview. We want to make it like funny, jolly kind of. He's also a jolly guy. I'm also a very jolly guy. So Tarin, thank you so very much. And if you have anything apart from this.
So yeah, a great place to actually learn visual effects is VFX World. So everyone make sure to subscribe and follow VFX World. I've been following VFX World for a while now. It's really great that there's so much amazing free content on the channel to learn from. And yeah, and to follow my work, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Tarin Camarena, as well as checking out our website, CamarenaProductions.com. Yeah. And to see all the projects that I work on for my brother Julian, you can follow him on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Julian Camarena.
All links are in description box below, guys. You can find everything. You can anyone want to contact you if this is possible?
Yeah, of course. I love to help people.
So guys, the door is open for you. The learning door is completely open, and thank you so very much, Tarin, for joining us today. And this session is just amazing. I really love to do this session from last 1 week, and I know you are so much busy. You will have some works right now, so you have to go. And guys, if you really like our videos, then don't forget to like, comments, and share, and also subscribe VFX World. And we'll be coming soon with amazing new episodes of VFX Talk Show. And thank you so very much, Tarin, once again for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. Yeah, I'm so glad to be here.
We'll see you in the next video. Till then, have fun, stay healthy, keep rocking, keep watching VFX World.